Do you like my lightsaber?
I do. That's cool. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Is that the white or the Viridian?
That's the cyan.
Cyan. Very
Cyan.
nice.
Do 2?
It's titanium white. Oh, this one's an eggshell, actually. My God.
This one's institution white.
His lightsaber has a watermark.
The tasteful thickness of it.
It's a little janky, kids. Sorry about that. So if the video is kind of twitchy, I don't know what to tell you. All right, we're not being paid for this.
There's no sponsors. Nothing.
I've lost hundreds of dollars so far putting this thing together. Welcome back to Watson and James Don't Play. My name is James.
Still Padawan Watson.
Yeah, and you're playing as it's the Joker, right? That's who you play in this game. He's the young Joker.
He is young Joker.
Yeah.
On Gotham.
I think they're coming out with a show for this game. By the way, we're playing Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and the reason we're playing this is because I forgot that in the last couple of weeks, they announced that a new Fallen Order game is coming out, and Cal Kestis is returning, and it's going to be the actor portraying Cal Kestis. But I think like in the show or the animated series or whatever.
I forgot how to grab that.
Oh, I don't know. You pull it.
I know, but with
double jump.
that was the wrong thing.
Double jump, baby. Look at that.
Yeah, but there's a way to.
There is a way to grab hold of it.
Force grab it, and that's what I was trying to accomplish anyway.
Again, I don't know what I'm talking about, but I think he didn't get cast in it or something, or they recast him for it. It didn't make much sense to me because I'm like, he's an actor though.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't know.
And it's dicey.
It is a little dicey.
Some of the casting choices that they've had in Star Wars properties over the years, I don't know. Sometimes they're really good. Other times I go, I don't know, George. I don't know about this, George. Talking about, it's not even casting choices. It's more like the characters that he created. Mm-hmm. Some of they're problematic, dude.
Sure.
We're talking Phantom Menace tonight.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
Perfect. I am up to date on my Phantom Menace.
Why are you up to date on Phantom Menace?
Let's not talk about it.
Don't even question it.
Anyway, I'm going into my skill tree here.
Phantom Menace, 100years.com.
Forever Phantom Menace.
Can we still reference them?
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a... So Phantom Menace, 2 characters were introduced in the Phantom Menace that made me super duper uncomfortable.
I thought I just got us. Oh, that was in the last
we
one.
We all know what the characters are. Because, of course you do. I'm talking Jar Jar, Mr. Binks himself, Senator Binks.
Watto.
And Watto.
Boss Nass to a lesser extent. We can debate the Asianness of Newt Gunray if you like. I mean, it's all there. Nope, don't do it.
I'm doing it.
You can do the words as written, but do not do the voice.
Oh, fine.
And just to highlight, that's how it's written.
Okay. We saw doing the bomb bad butt ass, I think is what he says.
Misa thinking we'sa be friends.
Misa thinking you look like a man. Is that part of the...
She like it the way my dick tastes.
Misa think you bitch? Question mark?
Ooh, bitch. Like that.
Like that. Verbatim. Those are lines from the movie.
Oh, yeah, man. It's all throughout, too. Like,
that was... Jar Jar was later on Oprah. So anyway, Watto is the other character that comes to mind. It was problematic.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of reasons.
It's the stubble for me.
Right. We're not going to say...
It's not even the uncircumcised nose.
So all we're going to say is that they're problematic. We're not going to say why they are problematic really in relation to the real world, because you know the answer to that already.
Because you can read the think pieces for yourself.
Right. Go look it up. All we're talking about is the way they talk, the things they say, and the way they look. That guy's going to fuck you.
Yeah, he's going to fuck me.
He's
Purge Trooper.
Look at that.
I hate that franchise.
Look at that double-sided purple monstrosity. It's going inside you, whether you like it or not. Here it comes, baby. He's about to purge your asshole. Get in there. Full-on dark side enema. Get him!
I got him.
All right.
See that?
What'd you just do? You
see his bitch ass up against the wall? Yeah. That was me.
I did that. All right. Why don't you just sit the fuck down? and learn.
Heal up here real quick.
Those are my favorite ponchos, by the way. The ones that are kind of like a handkerchief. They're just kind of like, they seem kind of sleek.
Remember what to do here.
I don't really love the character clothing design in this game.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it either.
I don't like the normal poncho that you start out with. I'd rather just his like, he's got kind of a Luke Skywalker adventurer outfit on right now.
It's through the crack. That's what I was missing.
There you go. You always want to slide through the crack if you can.
I didn't even catch my eye. The door was taking my attention. Anyway,
you want to go face first in the crack.
Right in the crack. Well, go face, neck, back, pussy, and crack. Just like that.
Just like that. I don't like the P word. Anyway,
that guy. This guy fucking sucks.
He looks like he sucks. So Watto, he's got the stubble, right? He's got the wispy kind of stubble. He's kind of short, fat, winged. I don't know. Other stuff. The big, long kind of like, would you call it an aardvark nose? Is that what they were going for?
I'd call it an uncircumcised nose. That's what I'd call it.
And again, we're not going to say what the characters are obviously referencing because we don't fucking have to. Just look at them.
Jesus, I am dying now.
Watto is fucked up. And what's the third one? So we have Jar Jar, we have Watto, and to a lesser degree, what's his name? Boss
Nass.
Boss Nass? Boss Nass for the same reasons Jar Jar, if anything more so. You know? Because I don't understand a fucking word he's saying. And it's on purpose. You didn't have to make the character like that.
Not at all.
That was a fucking choice.
You didn't have to make him clumsy and dumb and talk that way. And, you didn't have to pile it all on.
And they're like, yeah, go ahead and make this guy boss, right? I want to say in the Clone Wars series, they go back to Naboo at one point. There's an episode where they go to Naboo and they go to the Gungans to do fucking Gungan shit.
Did you see that, though?
That was cool.
Did you see what I just did there?
You got the bad protocol defeated. Oh, that protocol? He's a bad protocol, baby. They go back and there's a new boss, and he's skinny, right? There's no longer fat boss Nass, and he's well-read, well-spoken. And I'm like, so you're just gonna this new Clone Wars series?
Yeah, just gonna retcon all that.
Anti defeated. Take that, anti.
Suck it.
Fudoot Doot says BD1. Is that his name?
That's my skill point.
Is that the little droid's name?
Yeah, Big Dick 1. I think we established that the last time we played.
When we started playing this, I guess off air, if you will, he's playing it and he's like, why can't I fucking do anything? And I was like, you're playing on New Game Plus. We got to open the game.
Like, I want to be able to do this. This is what I want to be able to do, yeah.
No one wants to see anyone struggle in a Star Wars game. They want to see you be fucking awesome. You're going to die, baby.
No, I'll be fine.
How much juice is your life bar lower left? Oh, right here. Give me that. Give me the shit. Come on, BD. Hook me up, bro. I know you've been holding out on me. Now's the time. We gotta fuck this spider gal.
I fucked that one.
Nice job. I'm proud of you. I don't even know why we brought that up. I think it's because you saw Phantom Menace recently, so it planted the seed in my brain.
Did I?
Yeah.
When did I see the Phantom Menace?
You said it's fresh in your mind.
I said it's fresh in my mind. I didn't say I watched it.
You didn't. Why is it? I still want to know why it's fresh in your mind.
Oh, I've just been... I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos about Star Wars stuff in general. I've been watching some of the Phantom Menace stuff. It's nothing too exciting, yeah. It's just silly.
The other day, Watson offered to loan me the Children of Dune miniseries that aired on Sci-Fi, and like
either one, Dune or Children of Dune. I have them both,
and they're separate things, right? Because I remember they were separate things.
Yeah.
So I thought about it after I declined because I said I'd already seen it. I have not seen the James McAvoy Children of Dune. I saw the Dune miniseries on Sci-Fi that came out years ago.
Oh, sure.
But I have not seen, Professor Xavier do the thing that he do. So yeah, I'd like to see that one. So go ahead and go get that for me.
All right, I'll be right back.
We'll pause the episode.
And then we do sound effects like clip, clop, clip, clop, and then you hear like a car start and peel away.
You hear the Batman thing. Dune.
Perfect.
So now that I have it, I gotta go watch it now. I have it in my little hand here.
That was sweet.
That was smooth. Sometimes you feel fucking cool playing this game, man.
It does help you feel cool.
This game was one of the things that kind of pushed me over the edge into playing the Dark Souls games, because before this had come out, I had avoided the Dark Souls games.
Oh, really?
Because I thought they were, kind of beyond me. I piddled around with the first Dark Souls, a little bit of Demon Souls back in the PS3 days, and I'm like, am I dumb? Is this?
I'm dumb.
And then every now and then someone would be like, "Oh, I love the Dark Souls games."
Say that. I'm too dumb for Dark Souls.
And I would say, "Why? Why do you like them?" They're like, "Oh, it's all timing. You just gotta get the timing right." And I'm like, "Okay."
Easier said than done usually, though.
Absolutely. We almost got all the shit. Look at that. So close. Right on the edge.
You got 1 skill point.
Right on the cusp.
And these all take 2. All right.
Better work on that.
I got 1. I can get another one.
Anyway, I was kind of scared to play the Dark Souls games after giving them a try years ago. This game comes out, and I kind of realized pretty quickly, I was like, wait, is this what everyone's talking about whenever they say Souls-like? Because the combat felt somewhat familiar in that it was difficult, but not too difficult. This game doesn't really hold your hand, but it's not like Dark Souls where it just fucks you. You know what I mean?
I feel like Dark Souls is more aggressive.
A little bit. And that's his whole thing.
But yeah, that's what it's going for. That's its thing. Yeah, I get it.
The combat kind of reminded me of that. The only difference I would say is that this is a lot more... There's a lot more flourishes in this game. Lightsaber combat's always been an area of controversy for some people. Some folks, they think it should be, like the old days where it was old man Obi-Wan and Darth Vader fighting. And it's just
these guys.
It's just these 2 old fucking geezers that can barely move, right? And then the new trilogy comes out, the prequels come out, and all of a sudden people are bouncing off the wall. Like whenever Yoda, I was in the theaters whenever Attack of the Clones came out, right? And I got to see Yoda in theaters bounce off the walls, right?
I watched it like 5 times in theaters just for that fight. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I was that perfect age. I don't really remember how old I was, but I was just that right age.
Yeah, you and I were both like 12.
Yeah, 12, 13-ish, something like that. Mm-hmm. So whenever we saw that, I'm like, this is fucking awesome. And then I would go back. Young me, again, this is, pre-culture, if you will. Young me looked at the prequels, and I said, this is better. These are better than the original trilogy.
Wow, really? You went that far with it?
When I was a kid, yeah. When I was 12, when I was a fucking idiot and I didn't know anything, sure. Now my opinion has shifted a little bit.
It is to laugh.
It is to laugh. I realize now the prequels are just fucking trite.
Maximum force
right?
increase.
Just fucking trite.
Hell yeah.
But they're kind of making a comeback after they really announced that Hayden Christensen was going to be Darth Vader again. All of a sudden, people were like, you know what? He wasn't so bad in their prequels. And I go, yes, the fuck he was.
No, he was, though.
Yeah, but no, he was bad. I know that you think since they're bringing him back that we were too hard on him. And it's like, no, he was just reading a script. He was doing his job, right? But he also gave a poor performance.
Correct.
Okay.
You know how you know? Because he's given good performances.
Yes.
Before and since. So we know it's partially him.
The joke around the shop right now is every time anyone comes in that maybe rubs us the wrong way or something. By the way, if you're a dick to people in retail, we're going to talk mad shit about you after you leave.
I will do a disrespectful impression after you leave.
And I go, we slaughtered them. They're animals, and we slaughtered them like animals. Yeah. A lot of that after you leave.
Kind of thing.
That's been making the rounds right now, and it's not even appropriate. It doesn't have anything to do with the interaction I had previously, but dealing with them reminds me of watching Hayden Christensen's performance in those in that prequel trilogy. Mm-hmm. It pains me. It is difficult to watch.
Look at any of the acting performances though in that movie. It's about an even split.
Right. Ewan McGregor's like, bro, I'm doing the best I fucking can.
I'm pretty. Is that good?
Is that good enough for you?
Is that good enough for
Remember
you?
that time I lived inside of a toilet? I remember. He remembers. He was inside the toilet. Are you finding shit that I missed or something? Because I saw some stuff pop up that I never picked up. You're getting stuff that I didn't get in the original run. But I'm only at like, what was it, 87% completion on this one?
Yeah, you got some extras sitting around.
Do you recall... maybe you haven't. I don't know. But have you ever 100%ed a game before? Like got everything, right? It's been a long fucking time since I have. Yeah,
it would have been an old game. None of the new games because usually I I stopped just short of it so I can have a save file.
Oh, okay. I got you. That makes sense. That's kind of why we're playing this one, because there was still a save file, because I didn't find everything yet, right?
They all end up somewhere around 90%.
Yes.
Unless it's just, there are certain games like Grand Theft Auto where I'm not even really playing the story at this point. Like, at certain points I've played chunks of the story, but no, it's all about just fucking around, so.
Yeah.
Those never even come close to being completed.
No, we're not platinum trophy guys.
I'm not an achievement hunter generally. I'm more of a collector of things.
I think it's cool whenever people do achievements, though.
Like, I like collecting the seeds and stuff in this game. That's not really an achievement. You just get to have a little garden in your ship,
That is cool. Yeah, you kind of got to pick and choose what you want to complete.
I more lean towards that rather than just saying, I got everything on this planet that there is to get. Well, okay, cool.
Does it keep track of how much a planet is completed, so to speak?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure. It's been a while since I played this game, and I really liked it.
It's a fun game.
But yeah, this is the game that kind of pushed me over the edge and said, you know what, I need to go back and revisit Dark Souls.
So on the whole, I've explored this and found the secret in this area.
Okay, so there was 1 out of 1 secret, and you're like, I got it, baby.
Yeah.
There's 13 out of 27.
But there's also
something.
different levels. Yeah, there's boxes and stuff to find, and there's more secrets. See, the refinery has another secret that you haven't found yet.
Right. So the little stars, the 3 out of 5 stars, that's where like a Jedi came, right?
Yeah, he ejaculated.
And you find his leftovers, and you're like, force me.
Num, 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 num.
Eat them up.
Eat them up, yummy, yum.
Jump.
I have to look at everything and make sure it's not an interactive button.
The last time we did the Hayden Christensen performance where we were like, she's an animal, and I slaughter her like animals.
Like animals.
It was today. I work in...
what? Come on.
Can't do that. It's like, no, we didn't build the game like that, but I can see it.
Go around, dick.
Go around, piece of shit. We worked hard on this level. It's not a door.
I was just over there.
It's just a drop-off.
All right, I guess I'll go deeper that way since there's more secrets to find.
We've talked a little bit about what we do for a living, but we haven't gone into great detail.
Whatever.
Yeah. We work in a resale environment. People drop shit off.
You do. I don't.
Yeah, you do other stuff.
I do other stuff.
What's that guy do? Oh, he deals with liquids.
He does the liquids.
He's the liquid consolidator.
Consolidation.
She drops off a ceiling fan. And she says to me, it's in pieces, right? It's in a box, and it's all taken apart because, she still has affection.
She's done with it.
She's done with it, but she's still, you can tell that she still has feelings for the ceiling fan. The ceiling fan meant a lot to her.
Yeah, sure.
It meant a lot to her to remove something that she placed value in her home and remove it and put something new in there. And then she felt bad about it. Mm-hmm. There's that guilt where it's like, I'm throwing you in the trash. So they bring it to me so they don't feel like guilty about it, right? They want, it's going to be used again, maybe. Anyway, she drops it off and she says to me, yeah, this still works. Everything's still functional on this ceiling fan. One of the light sockets don't work anymore, but everything else works. And I'm like, then it doesn't work.
Just so you know, that's the definition of not working.
Doesn't work then. Sometimes I'll get a microwave and it'll say, yeah, it still works. It doesn't microwave anything.
Oh, shit.
The microwave still works. This guy actually said this to me the other day, and I'm like, you're not even listening to what's coming out of your mouth right now. Says to me, this microwave still works, but it doesn't microwave anymore. But everything else on it still works. I'm like, that's the one fucking thing we want microwaves to do. I've never hit the popcorn button. I rarely defrost anything in my microwave. All I do is take leftover food, I put it in the microwave.
For 30-second increments.
And hopefully, 3 to 4 minutes later, it doesn't burn the roof of my mouth. And that first bite will, but the center's still cold.
If it's stirrable, stir it.
Stir that shit, baby.
Stir that shit up.
I don't get it, so I go, okay, I understand.
Sure.
And then they move on, and then I get rid of it. Because I'm like, it's a broken thing. I'm not gonna give this broken item to someone else. Now, there are some caveats to that because I understand that pickers exist and I understand that things can be repurposed. No one's repurposing a broken ceiling fan.
No,
typically not.
They're just not a broken one.
The credenza, that cool looking thing, maybe it's an old record player or something. Yeah, someone's going to take that home and probably flip it. They'll pay $50 for it on Facebook Marketplace or something, and then they'll paint it. They'll get it working again, and they'll sell it for $500 or $600 to someone that's willing to pay to not have to do that themselves.
Exactly.
I understand that part of the whole game makes perfect sense to me. But the idea of saying to someone, this item still works except for the part that doesn't work anymore. I'm like, then it doesn't work. It kind of works. You could say it kind of works, but it still works. I mean, it's kind of fucked up, but it reminds me of the Ted thing where he's like, I'm kind of fucked up and I'm sewed back together wrong, but I still work okay. Will you still love me?
Yeah, that's the vibe.
That it reminds me of that. But anyway, it's kind of a bummer. And then after you say these silly things to me, I reference Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, where Anakin Skywalker has a fucking meltdown in front of his soon-to-be wife, his soon-to-be pregnant wife.
Do you like my lightsaber?
I do. That's cool. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Is that the white or the Viridian?
That's the cyan.
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 Nice.
Oh. You do 2?
It's titanium white. Oh, this one's an eggshell, actually. My God.
This one's institution white.
His lightsaber has a watermark.
The tasteful thickness of it.
Anyway, so if you're wondering if you also work in retail and you need a bit,
that's the bit.
That's the bit.
That's the bit, baby.
You do Anakin Skywalker lines after the customer leaves.
Or Patrick Bateman, apparently.
Or Patrick Bateman, in order to ridicule them.
It's all the same.
And it makes you don't feel bad about doing it because you're barely referencing. In fact, you're not referencing the interaction you just had. It just gives you an excuse to say something stupid to your coworkers.
Correct.
Because you're with them 8 hours a day.
That's the thing. It doesn't matter what you say. What matters is you reach out and connect to your coworkers over the idiots that you see.
It's the spirit of the bit. The spirit of the bit is pure.
It's the spirit of the bit. It's the spirit of North America.
It's all for the bit.
Yeah.
There are people now at work that say, it's just a bit. And I go, yes. Yes, they're saying it. Everything's a bit. I saw one on TikTok earlier, and it was someone, they had like a gorilla mini, right? Mm-hmm. It was a white gorilla, real pissed off, on all fours, back arched, mouth agape, big old teeth showing, right?
Oh, yeah.
It was cool. It was a cool fucking mini.
Describing it, I'm almost there.
Keep going. Don't stop.
Back arched.
They took like an X-Acto knife and they cut the mouth off of it. Just the mouthpiece, right?
Oh, that's upsetting.
Yes. They removed the gorilla's mouth from the mini, and then they chopped the head off of like a wrinkly kind of blue anteater looking thing, right?
Okay.
And they put just the gaping gorilla maw on this headless anteater, painted it kind of red and pink to make it look like it didn't have any skin.
Sure.
So it's just
that old chestnut.
It's this horrible, chubby, skinless thing on all fours. Just a mouth open. And it just says, I'm ready to receive you. And you go, I'm good, man. I didn't sign up for this. We had a good time. We had a good time at Buffalo Wild Wings, but I'm not feeling it, bro. I want to go home. You're a red, chubby, muscly thing with no skin, and you don't have any eyes or nose. It's just an open mouth. And at the time, I was feeling good about it, but I don't think so anymore.
I was feeling okay at first, but that feeling is quickly vanishing.
And it goes, I understand completely. No worries. And that's called consent. That's how consent works.
That is ideally how consent works.
It's all it is. It's not complicated. If the horrible...
I don't know why I just
if the horrible skinless mouth creature can understand consent, then you can too.
You can too.
It's easy.
It's not hard. It's really just not.
Oh, this night's gone off the rails, man. It's been a heavy day, and I needed this. You know?
Yeah. Some Star Wars at the end of a long day is...
I fucking needed this.
It's a cure for what ails you, for sure.
And he's got all the cool shit,
Right, yeah. We're just super overpowered at this point.
This poor fucking stormtrooper.
Look at that.
You know what? This isn't a spoiler for Andor, but I'm going to talk about it because I thought it was really cool. You know how it kind of mirrors real life a little bit, the way they do things in Andor, which I think is why I like it so much, right?
Okay.
So this is the final episode. It's still going to be spoiler free, even though it's a final episode.
Okay.
There are Imperial troopers on the street, and there's a crowd of civilians.
Okay.
They are doing a very important ceremony that is taking place. They got permission from the Empire, kind of, to do it, And the Empire is like, yeah, you'll do it, but we're going to fucking monitor every fucking move you make.
Every aspect.
And you better be cool about it, right?
Be cool, honey bunny.
No one is comfortable. Mm-hmm. The people doing the ceremony are not comfortable, but they feel compelled to because it's important to them.
Sure.
And the Empire is like, I don't want to be here. I don't I don't respect you.
I don't want to be around anymore.
But my boss told me to come. Nice. Clean. All that wispiness at the end was unnecessary, but it turned to look cool. Oh, you got it. Oh God. Oh, it's happening. Apparently. So, it's not stormtroopers that they're meeting, though. It's like Imperial troopers in riot gear. They kind of look like cops.
They do look like cops.
They look like fucking cops, right?
And that's why I like killing them so much.
No, I'm talking about them. I'm talking about in Andor. In Andor, they don't have the stormtrooper helmets on.
Oh, right.
They just have like riot gear on.
I thought you meant here. I'm like, yeah, they do have like stun batons and stuff.
Yeah. No, you can see their faces. You see stormtroopers on the outskirts of the riot police, so to speak, right? Mm-hmm. They're nearby. They're armed. The riot people, they're like, you got a stick and you got this plastic piece of shit. They have rocks and guns. So good luck.
Fuck, here's this guy.
Just waiting for you, baby. I charge up my blaster shot that can't be blocked.
Can't block that.
Block that, though. Nice. Averted your attack. Me too.
Can't jump over it.
Oh, no. Oh, that was awesome. God, it's invigorating.
Jesus.
Having a moment over here, dude. Oh, I'm way into this.
All right, let's just compose ourselves, get a little health. All right.
So people lose their shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
The riot police start attacking the civilians. All right, it's getting hairy. One guy takes a fucking brick and just smashes it over one of the riot guys' head, right?
Hell yeah.
It was awesome. And then like does this war cry at the rest of the crowd.
I'm into that.
And then they all fucking attack. And I'm like, I'm so fucking pumped right now. What's happening? Do I like Star Wars again? Oh, I like Star Wars whenever Jedi aren't here. Got it. Okay. Take note. I hope they did. I think they did. I think they took note of Andor and the reason why it was successful and such a big hit. 2 of the episodes aired on network TV.
I heard that.
That's unheard of. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a really big deal.
Put the rest of them on there. It's great. And finally, the head Imperial guy says, open fire. And then the stormtroopers are like, oh, you are threatening. You're just not threatening to Luke Skywalker and his Skywalker family.
Nope.
You know?
Oh, I thought I could get up there.
That was pretty good. But no, stormtroopers, they are feared, you know?
They should be. You like all signs point to like they are the face of evil and they should be a very imposing force. But then you see them not hitting anybody and all that stuff. They tend to get clowned on pretty hard. So it's nice to see them be imposing.
It was very cool. There was one scene where so there's like a clock tower in the middle of town on this. It's a planet, but it's just a town on this planet. I almost said on this planet. There's more than one town on the planet, but on this in this town on this planet, there's a bell tower. A guy gets up there every morning. He's in front of a big fucking piece of metal. He's got 2 big metal hammers, and he wakes people up.
Do you remember how I throw my lightsaber?
No, I don't. But that's the thing to do in this scenario. Can you catch the rocket coming at you?
No.
That'd be dope.
I think you can maybe in the next game. It
Okay.
showed you kind of fucking with projectiles more.
Yeah.
Damn it, I forget.
Anyway, Stormtrooper goes up there to stop him. He's banging on his gong in the middle of the riot, right? He is pumped. He's like, my job is to keep these people mad. Keep the sound going. Keep the energy up. He's the DJ of the riot, so to speak.
Okay, everybody, energy up.
Energy up! Stormtrooper comes up the thing. Guy looks over at the Stormtrooper. Stormtrooper looks at him. Just kicks his ass off the side of a tower. It was fucking cool. These spiders are everywhere. So, like Wookiees, they live here, right? And the spiders
eat these spiders like a big pig roast.
They're like, this is nothing for us. This is just local fauna.
Common pests.
Just step it up, Cal Kestis.
I did. I just kicked his ass. What are you talking about?
We should get to the end scene sometime in this game because it's one of the cooler scenes. All the main characters in the game. Darth Vader shows up.
Wait, did
right?
I just go back the other way?
Darth Vader kills the
Damn
person.
It. Lost ground.
Kills the person instantly that you've been fighting the whole time.
Yes.
She's like, avenge me, and dead. That's it. You're kind of like
me.
You're kind of like teacher person, whatever.
Yeah.
Knock the fuck out. You instantly knock the fuck out. You do your best, but come on.
I mean, come on.
You're fighting Vader, you know? And it was very cool. I loved how powerful they made him. Do you have a favorite Vader costume? like a favorite version of Vader's costume because they're different.
I'm aware they're different.
And I didn't like the one in this game very much.
Yeah, this one's pretty generic, I feel like.
That's not that. I feel like his helmet wasn't big enough.
Yeah, proportionally is a little off. I could agree with that.
Maybe they wanted to make him seem more agile, gets around a little better. I don't know. But yeah, I don't really have a favorite either. I just know I didn't really like this one. Like this one didn't pull it off. He's a cool character, and I love whenever he's introduced in the game. I'm glad that he's part of the game because it makes sense for him to be part of the game. I just didn't really like the character design in this movie or in this game.
I can't really go anywhere else, right? It just loops back.
I think so. I don't know.
I've forgotten now.
This whole thing is connected. Check your map. Look at the map, bro.
You know what's going to be cool?
What?
Whenever you do this thing where you start to play a little bit of end music subtly in the background so that we don't slam on the brakes at the end of an episode like we've been doing.
Yeah. I know I'm going to steal some music.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
You should definitely do that. That way, whenever we stop talking here, it just kind of turns up the music and everybody's just lulled out of the episode in a nice, friendly way.
I like that.